Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So this is a match we played on Friday with the team, and well, what was going on here? I think this was a 350 cost limit, so I'm using my level 2 Proto Gundam. And now, the Proto Gundam is a mobile suit that I really liked in the first Gundam Battle Operation, although it's actually really different in this game, and yeah, I'm not really sure if I like it as much, but let me go ahead and go into the differences here. So like before, it is still an assault type, and in the first game, it was actually the very first Gundam of the RX-78 line that was available to players, and so it's actually the lowest tier of the 78 line. And its performance kind of reflects that, although I kind of think that this mobile suit definitely moves a lot slower than it should. And you'll notice that here, definitely, because you'll find that in Gundam Battle Operation 2, the Proto has some issues closing distance, and then also it turns very slowly, and its boost gauge kind of redlines really easily. So, yeah, you'll find that it's going to be difficult to, A, make openings, and then B, close distance with this mobile suit. Okay, and one big difference you'll notice here is that I'm actually using a hyper bazooka on this mobile suit, so, ooh, shit, I got knocked out of the air. Pretty funny. Okay, so there is a Dom Barrage, it's a prime target for me, but I am trying to figure out how I'm supposed to cross these pipes. Oh hell, I got myself in a really bad situation. Oof. God, what the hell's been hitting me? Oh, what the hell? You saw me get that tackle off, right? Anyway, yeah, so the biggest difference you'll notice here is that the Proto Gundam has a lot of different alternate weapons available to it. So it starts off with a beam rifle that basically can't charge, and it doesn't stun, but it can... I don't know, it's just kind of a terrible weapon, no one really uses it. So typically everyone uses the Proto Gundam with the Hyper Bazooka, which allows you to set up for stun trip combos. Unfortunately, when you're doing that combo, it doesn't really give you an opening to fully utilize the triple melee swing. Yeah, and here... That was such a badass kill. Yeah, so a big problem I find in this game is that the recovery time from landing is so long, but apparently if you're just boosting forward, it doesn't really count as a hard landing, so that allowed me to just continue my Vulcan attack, so yeah, that was pretty awesome actually. Okay, so now that they added the bazooka to this mobile suit, it actually sort of it makes this mobile suit stronger in the meta. It works really well in matches, but it actually sort of makes it a little boring to use because you're sort of stuck just using the same, bazooka trip combo as all the blue type mobile suits, and what's the point of using an assault type if you're just, using it the exact same way as something else? So I'm actually considering just dropping the bazooka from this mobile suit and just running beam rifle with it, and just relying on the beam javelin more. Yeah, so its default melee weapon is the beam javelin, and it's this polearm weapon that has a lot of reach and a lot of damage, and it's actually a little difficult to use because the down hit is so precise. You'll have to be very careful on how you aim it. And yeah, I thought I could get that easy 8, but I totally forgot that they adjusted the act guy so that it actually has automatic balancer now. I didn't expect that. That's actually MS Bop in the act guy right there, and I didn't expect that he would be able to hit me, but yeah, that turned out kind of badly for me. Okay, so there's a bomb planted, but I saw a strike edge. He kind of had it handled, so I just went ahead to rejoin the rest of the group. Yeah, so I actually really like the melee weapon on this mobile suit. So the default is the beam javelin. Like the hitbox is a bit strange on that weapon though, because only the beam part, or the candy part of the lollipop counts as the hitbox. So the pole actually doesn't affect the enemy. So you'll have to be careful on how you swing it. And of course, because its range is so long, you can really easily interfere with your teammates, so be careful about that. And this also actually has an alternate melee weapon, which is a pair of beam sabers, so it can dual wield. Unfortunately, I haven't dropped that yet, but it seems to be a pretty popular weapon for people who do have the beam sabers. And they look pretty cool, and they even have a different moveset from most other dual wielding mobile suits. So yeah, maybe I'll be able to get my hands on those someday. Okay, so I think that was Duchess Snow in the Mario version of the guy. And I think Salty managed to take her out with a grenade, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave here. I wasn't quite sure where she was. Yeah, and as you can see here, the running speed on the Proto is actually sort of slow for an assault type. And one thing I found like just lethally lacking in the Proto is that its turn speed is really bad. So I actually have equipped the field motor on this mobile suit right now, and so that's kind of why I have a decent turn speed right now. But I kind of recommend that you don't launch this mobile suit without a field motor attached to it, because otherwise it makes it very difficult to combo and then like deal with enemies in close range. It's just kind of bizarre. Okay, so I'm caught in close range with this Easy 8, and I managed to avoid the stun using maneuver armor, and I managed to catch him in a counter, so that was pretty good. Okay, so yeah, looks like he's leaving me alone, but yeah, that was a good trick, you know, facing away but boosting back to attack me. But yeah, I managed to have good enough reaction time to counter him. God, Bob really like surprised the crap out of me right here, and I was just barraged by the entire enemy team. Holy crap. Oh man, that was pretty brutal. Okay, so there's not much time left on the match, and that guy was almost dead, but I think, yeah, he managed to outlive the clock. That's really too bad. Okay, so yeah, it looks like my team managed to take the win for some reason. Yeah, so our team makeup is actually a little bizarre, but it looks like Salty managed to get the most kills and do the most damage. He was using a machine gun on a level 5 ground gym, I think. And yeah, I did okay, but that wasn't really an amazing match. And I think it's just because this map is just so big, and you know, the enemy team was using 2 guys, so I just spent a lot more time maneuvering and moving around the map instead of fighting. So yeah, maybe that could have been a more exciting match. But anyway guys, that's kind of my thoughts on the Proto Gundam. I'll probably have more to discuss about it in another video, but we'll see if we can get another match in it. Anyway, so that's it for now, and we'll see you next time.